Hello everyone, I'm Karen and this is Roving Reader. So I want to talk to you about a little project that I am going to be starting tomorrow. So here's the deal, right? I know that now that's what I call summer readathon is going on, and I am still doing that, living it up, having the best time. However, I also like to just go off in all these other directions of stuff that interests me. And one of the things that is really interesting me right now is Black History Month. So basically, MLK Day is tomorrow, and then Black History Month is the whole month of February in the United States. And I was trying to think of what I wanted to do this year for that, and I was just kind of thinking about things, but then I met this woman named Latrice, and she is in Dee Dee's book club, her Patreon book club, Read Soul Lit, that I have been in, and I actually just attended my first meeting just because of my schedule. But we just had like this cocoon chat, and I got to know her a little bit better through that. And one of the things she said is that for the month of February, she's reading only books by Black authors. And that was something I had already been thinking about doing, but I guess her mentioning that just kind of really inspired me to take it on. And one of the things I know about myself is I'm not good at waiting for book challenges. So I'm excited about it right now. So I'm going to start tomorrow, which is MLK Day, and I'm going to go through the end of the month and all the way through the end of February. So it'll be like a month and a half that I'm going to only read Black authors. So with that being said, let me talk for a little bit about why I'm doing this. Besides that, it just sounds really fun. So there was a book I read recently, and it was the Reading Diverse Spines book, and it was kind of making me think about like my reading. And basically previously I would kind of mentally in my head, if I had finished a book and was uncertain of what I wanted to read next, I would be like, oh, well, this one is written by a white author. Maybe the next one should be a window book. That would be something written by an LGBTQ author or a person of color or a Black person or whatever. And that wasn't like a hard and fast rule by any means, but it was just a mental way for me to kind of check myself and make sure that I was reading lots of different stories and not just ones that were my experience, basically as like a cis, white, straight, blah, blah, blah person. But then after reading the Diverse Spines, I don't know what was mentioned, but it just made me think about, hey, like I'm going to Google what percent of the world's population is actually white. And what it turned up as was basically that 72% of the world's population is not white and only 28% of the population is white, if you do the math. So basically, a lot more than half and half, is what my books should look like, basically, if I want to read from a more global, international perspective. And again, I don't want to make like rules going forward because I kind of want to read what I want. But I do think that in order for you to have the freedom to be able to just pick up a book and have an equal chance that it's any sort of person who wrote it, we need to kind of vote with our choices, I guess. And so I would say that's one of the reasons. I wrote them like on the back of like this random bill or something I got in the mail. One of the reasons I want to do this is to elevate voices that basically have kind of been squashed down and not heard throughout our history. And I want to elevate them, make them heard, and basically show the publishing world like we want more of this, right? So obviously little me is not going to make much of a difference. And honestly, I do think that a lot of readers have shown publishing what is important. And so that's already headed in an amazing direction, but I just want to make sure that I am doing my part in voting with my book dollars and all that sort of stuff. So that is one reason why I want to do this, is just to figure out maybe some new auto-buy authors, even though I'm on my book buying ban, just in general, right? I want to know, like, discover some new authors and stuff like that, and just basically show my library, these are the books I want to read. Show the bookstores, these are the books I want to read. Like, I've already bought a ton, which all these are books I already own. So anyway, but the other part, the other reason why I want to do this is basically I adore Booktube so much. Like, I just a second ago, I'm filming this on Wednesday, sorry. I just a second ago did my like 1K Q&A announcement because I just hit 1,000 people, but just reflecting on like what I've enjoyed most about Booktube, it has been different than what I thought. Basically, what I thought is that it would just be a place for me to talk about the stuff that I don't get to talk to in real life or that no one cares about, but you guys would like hear me and share my enthusiasm. When Ann Patchett mails me a postcard, you will freak out with me. You did, so thank you. And yes, like that has been true, but what I've noticed more are the genuine friendships that I've made with people. And more specifically, I guess, would be the friendships that I've made with people in different countries. Because I think when you're in school and maybe you're taking a foreign language or something, you'll often have like, we would call them food days, but like culture days or whatever, where you like study more about the culture of wherever you're studying, whatever language you're studying, or whatever you're doing in history class or social studies or geography or whatever you call it. And it was like, culture was like, what holidays do you celebrate? What food do you eat? And what I have found on Booktube, just through people doing vlogs and just talking about their regular day life, I've just noticed like the more subtleties, I guess, of culture and more like how it impacts the way you view the world and the way you view your day-to-day life and your perspectives on things, and just more like kind of hidden things that are not like food or holidays or whatever. And so I know from basically back in the day, I taught in an international baccalaureate school, and they would always say, like, we need to be able to take our lesson plans and give them to somebody in a different country, and they would not have any sort of cultural bias. And I think that basically YouTube has shown me how, like, American brainwashed I've been, and I just, like, I used to see things a certain way, and it has just like expanded my thought processes so much to be able to zoom out and realize how brainwashed I was as an American, and just be able to see the different ways people approach life and stuff like that. And so for me, spending like 6 weeks or so reading only Black literature and also nonfiction as well, but it's just going to give me experiences of people that are not the same as me. And I think that I will really benefit from that. So a lot of it is on, I want to hear these stories and I want to learn and grow. And then the other part is like, I feel very passionately about people being able to see themselves in literature and having the ability through the publishing world to share their stories and to share the stuff that's important to them and to be heard and to get like book contracts and whatever. I don't really know how the world works, but yeah, so that is why I'm doing that this challenge. I have loads of books from all different genres. So that's another thing I think is going to be really good about this is like, I am not limiting myself in any way. Like, yes, I'm saying I'm only going to read Black books, but I have so many genres in here. I have memoir. I have kind of like political things, kind of like sociology sort of things. I have Oprah Book Club sort of books. I have science fiction, murder mysteries, thrillers. I have everything, graphic novels, like whatever genre there can be, like the bigger ones, right? They're in this stack ready to go. So I think I'll be able to definitely mood read my way through this stack. and hopefully discover some amazing authors that I wouldn't have discovered otherwise. So yeah, that is my little spiel about what I'm doing, why I'm doing it. Let me know your thoughts. Let me know your plans for the rest of this month, for February. Anything you want to share, I'm definitely open to. So yeah, I will talk to you guys soon. Bye.